Vey-Sern, if we look at some of the China tech plays in the Hong Kong market today, in the news is JD.com on the fact that Lei Xu has now been named as CEO. This is part of the succession plan that has been in the works for the past year. These tech stocks in China, traded in Hong Kong as well, have been beaten down hard. What are you doing with them?
Well, we are at a confluence of headwinds here, right? We have the geopolitical tensions with Russia and people worrying about Taiwan. We have the US potentially delisting the ADRs. We have the Fed rates going up. We have COVID in China. You can't find a more perfect storm than this. But having said that, one can argue that the valuations in the sector are extremely low. We have supportive demographics and long-term structural growth tailwinds behind these companies. And perhaps if you take a longer-term view, it may not be such a bad idea to gain some exposure currently.
Okay, and of course, regulation is definitely amongst the things that are impacting these tech plays. And in recent sessions, we have seen China offering concessions. Is this good news? And will that mean that many of these tech plays can be safely listed on the U.S. market?
I think the most intense regulatory pressure has probably passed. You recall the statement from Liu He on the 16th of March, where they announced supportive policies for the macroeconomy, as well as in terms of regulations for platform companies, which includes the internet companies. So I think that draws a line and marks the bottom, although there could be more regulatory implementation noise going forward for the policies that have already been announced. And like you rightly pointed out, the government is trying to work towards a resolution with the US on the potential delisting of ADRs. And they have made some changes to their regulations or their rules, which have been in place for the past decade. So I would take that as a very positive signal that the government is willing to put the interests of businesses, companies, and shareholders at a priority.